What's going on, guys? It's Salted Neas here. I've mentioned or will mention the Sky Wondermail exploit in various videos. It kinda depends on which order my current set of uploads get out. It's an exploit that, by using Jirachi's challenge letter, allows us to access almost any dungeon in the game after meeting a couple of specific conditions. It was found by Aoria09 on GameFAQs 5 years ago, and has made a huge impact on every post-game Wondermail speedrun category. While messing around with the generator in preparation for a video specifically talking about Sky Mail itself, I stumbled into something that has somehow gone untested this entire time that we've known about this exploit. Before we get into the new stuff, let's recap what was known. Sky Mail only works if you both freed Scizor from Crevice Cave in the post-game to get the secret rank, and have beaten Special Episode 1 Bidoop's Wish. It'll unlock whichever dungeon the challenge letter takes place in addition to Star Cave, which is supposed to be the only dungeon that it unlocks. This glitch is known to cause potential soft lock if the wrong dungeons are unlocked, such as progressing the post-game out of order, unlocking special episode dungeons, which breaks special episodes, or unlocking one of the 7 treasures dungeons, which soft locks their boss fights by skipping them. Or at least it used to do that last one, although I still wouldn't recommend unlocking those dungeons with that exploit. While I was messing around with Sky Mail in preparation for that video, I decided to try and generate a challenge letter for the Mew boss room, which is Deep Mystery Jungle again. This has been tested by multiple people, including myself in the past. But what's different about this nowadays is that I remembered Lyoxy's Recruit Anything exploit from a while ago. That exploit used Wondermail codes which take place on Floor 0. Prior to that, the speedrunning community had no idea that Floor 0 Wondermail missions even existed, because why would they? You can't even go to Floor 0. It also turned out that the generator the community was using at the time wasn't even capable of generating those missions anyway. So I tried generating a Mew fight mission which took place on Floor 0 of the boss room, and to my amazement, the mission was valid. I went to the crossroads to go and check what happens in this dungeon, and sure enough, it loaded the Mew fight. Not only that, but the cutscene for getting the Grass Cornet triggered afterward, and the Mew joined the team! This last part is particularly noteworthy as I already had a Mew on this save file. It was actually the main for this save file's Recruit 'em All. So yes, we can now recruit infinite copies of almost any legendary who recruits from a boss fight. I say almost because for whatever reason this doesn't work on Palkia, which is a bit unfortunate for Defeat Darkrai speedruns as that might have saved them from having to beat Deep Spatial Rift. Skipping to the Darkrai fight does not count as beating the main story unfortunately, as you wouldn't have required story flags to get the ending cutscene. This glitch has massive implications for the Recruit 'em All speedrun though, not for the infinite legendaries, but simply getting one copy of them. This glitch allows us to near instantly retry any of the 7 treasures legendaries, 2 of which, Kyogre and Rayquaza, can waste nearly 40 minutes if failed, and they only have a 50% chance of actually being recruited every attempt. Actually, in Kyogre's case it gets even better, as you can now skip most of its dungeon, as the only recruit we needed in Bottomless Sea was Gyarados. Not only this, but this also works on the Reggie trio, meaning unknown stones are now able to be entirely skipped in Recruit 'em All. This glitch is going to lead to a rerouting of the category, and once again seriously help with some of the worst parts of the run. It also entirely allows us to skip the second visit to Temporal Spire, as we can now just go directly to the Dialga fight. The Mesprit fight is in a similar situation. It won't help with Uxie and Azelf as we need recruits in their dungeons anyways. If you want to try messing with this yourself, you need to make sure you disable the challenge letter after you open it. If you have an active mission in a boss chamber, it just triggers a Beach Cave ending cutscene instead of the boss joining cutscene. I'll save any of the other implications this glitch might have for when there's been time for a proper new Recruit 'em All route to develop, mostly just to get this out immediately while this is still on my mind. I left a link to my friend Altissimo's website in the description, which also just so happens to be hosting a Wondermail generator which is valid to make these Wondermail with. Other than that, I'll be getting back to work on the second part of the Recruit 'em All video. There was also 2 other smaller videos in the works that might be coming out before that, but we'll just have to see as I really need to stop getting sidetracked on the Recruit 'em All Part 2. Thank you all for watching this shorter video. Please let me know if you happen to find anything interesting with this in the comments, because I very well might have missed something with how much this was rushed. I'll see you all next time, and as always, take care.